Okay, so interestingly enough, honeybees, they'll fly for 6 hours up to like 15 miles per hour, and they'll visit 50 to 100 flowers for every trip. And I just thought I'd tell you guys that because who doesn't love honeybees? They're awesome. They do so much for agriculture and pollination. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm Cade Lawson Peratt, and I just want to tell you guys a little about myself, about my name, where it comes from, my future, and like what I aspire and my goals, and what kind of like my childhood was like, and how my parents raised me. So first off, I just want to tell you where my name comes from. Cade, excuse me, was my was a quarterback for UCLA, like an All-American quarterback. And my dad just was watching football, and he just really liked the name, and my mom really liked it too, I guess. So that's just kind of how I got named, was from that. It doesn't really have any significant other meaning behind it, but my middle name Lawson was my mom's maiden name, and that means a lot to her because that's the last name of my grandfather, and he passed away before I was born. And she, in her life, he was a huge influence. She loved him so much, and so that's why they wanted to give me her last name, to kind of like in remembrance, I guess. And then Peratt is just my dad's last name, so it just kind of got passed down to me. It's like a German descent, and just all types of Europe. And okay, so second point, I just wanted to elaborate on how I grew up a little bit. So I honestly didn't move that much as a kid. Like I moved 4 times, I think, so not a ton. I lived in Denver for a little bit, and then I moved out to like the suburbs of Arvada, and went to school there for a little bit. Went to school, like a high school with around 2,000 kids, and there I met my best friends, Robert and Jacob. And so those guys, they kind of like would make fun of my name a little bit. They wouldn't like make fun of it, but they'd be like, "Oh, Cade, like, oh, so big Cade," because I was always like one of the bigger kids in class. I was like right now I'm 6'4" and like 225 pounds, and so growing up I was also pretty big. And I was like bigger than everybody else, so they're just like, "Oh, Cade." And so I guess that's kind of like a meaning behind Cade, is just like big and strong, and I think I kind of like reinforce that a little bit. And lastly, my goals: I want to travel the world, especially with the love of my life. Like that is my goal. I want to have a big family, and I want to name my. I don't want to name my kids after my family, but like I want their middle names to be in there, or my girlfriend's family, or my wife's family. And lastly, I just want to be an evangelist and serve God in any way possible. And that's